Hi, my name is Grace, and today we're going to be looking at how you can quickly create voltage or current sequences with a PXI SMU. This is typically used to characterize devices under test and to understand the different behaviors your device might have when you're either changing the current or the voltage. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we're going to do that today. Here in our system, we have a 4145 that has a terminal block on it with a capacitor inside and then an LED that's sticking out. Today, we'll just be looking at the capacitor and taking a look at a quick voltage sequence. So for our capacitor test, I'm going to focus on just our SMU for today. And you'll see that InstrumentStudio automatically detects all those instruments that are within our system. So I'm going to put this on a large panel and you'll see our SMU graph. So right now we have a voltage graph here on the top and a current graph on the bottom. So we can see both of these at the same time. And then also we can see those for all the different channels within our system. But today, like I said, we'll just be looking at channel 0 that's connected to our capacitor, which we can name really quick, just so we can keep track of what we're using today. So right here is going to show the different modes that our SMUs or power supplies have in these different charts. So this is our charting mode, which is just going to simply show the current or voltage that we're measuring. If we want to create a simple sequence, we can go into this waveform mode, which is going to allow us to create this sequence. So what I'm going to do is go into our capacitor, do a voltage sequence, and just change these from 0 to 3 and back to 0 so that we can do a simple step. So I'll turn that on and then we'll go ahead and run our power supply. So you can see that we've quickly got our response from our capacitor here on the graph. And then down here, you'll notice that we're only going up to about 100 milliamps. And what I know is that our capacitor charges past 320 milliamps. So I can go ahead and change our current limit to do 500 milliamps so that we can see the full charge of our capacitor. And so here you can see now I'm reaching up to 320 and I've got the graph of our capacitor. Another really cool thing about SMUs is the ability to customize this transient response that we're seeing. And so our SMUs provide out-of-the-box support for SourceAdapt, which is a technology that NI's developed to customize that transient response based on the characteristics of your DUT. And so we can go ahead and change this between a couple different presets and see how that affects our capacitor. So slow, we'll see that we've got a little bit slower rising time, but no overshoot. Normal has a little bit of ringing, and then fast is going to provide quite a bit of ringing right there. And so what you can do is customize those and then also go into these other presets and click this dot. And that will provide different bars for you to customize that response even more. And so you can see you can quickly do that out of the box just in these additional settings on these SMUs. And so for our capacitor today, we went through a simple voltage sequence, but you could easily do these for current sequences depending on what your DUT is looking for and the different types of tests that you need. And so that was just a quick overview of how to do sequences with SMUs and quickly customize those transient responses. Thank you.